Happy New Year! Happy New Year! Welcome to my private New Year party. For those of you who don't know me, my name's Ali, otherwise known as Tarot Romance. Here with your taroscopes for January 2017. Cheers. Yeah, drunken tarot today. I'll be fine. I've just made a video of all the astrological goings on in January, and I was going to put it ahead of all, like tack it on all the tarot videos, but I think it might be too long, and I'm aware not everyone watching this is interested in the astrology, so if you want to have a look at that, there's a separate video floating around somewhere with the astrology of January 2017. Okay, and I'm back. Those, not all of you may know, but I've not been managed, I apologise, to find the time to do the videos on November and December, which is a shame because I love doing these videos, and that's why I've joined Patreon. I'll put a link below, there might be a link here too. Have a look at my Patreon page, please, and those of you, if you are able to afford a couple of dollars a month to help keep these videos, I mean, I'm going to do my best to keep these free videos going anyway, but I'm not going to promise it's going to actually happen every month, because it does take a hell of a lot of work and editing, and I'm sometimes have to do stuff to pay the bills. So yeah, I'd appreciate any help to my Patreon page, which I just recently set up. Have a look at it. Yeah, okay, let's crack on. Hey Leo, Happy New Year. Yes, I've thrown your cards in your joys. I was going to say challenge because it looked quite challenging. In your joys position, you have the 8 of Swords. So this is good in that you are seeing a way of breaking free from some overwhelming thought processes in your head. This person doesn't look that happy, does she? She looks trapped, and unable to break free. She is able to break free because they're not tied that strong. There is a gap in the swords surrounding her. So I don't know if what's been going on with you in your relationship, or if you're single, but there's been, in some way, you felt restricted and bound, and maybe it's by other people's opinions, or maybe it's your own negative thought processes. If you're in a relationship, maybe you've been arguing about, you have felt restricted. This is coming up in your good position, and this is a card actually of ultimately breaking free. So I'd say this month you break free of that and realize you can let whatever you've been blown over in your mind too much, you can let it go. And in some cases, maybe it's literally you are walking out of a relationship, but it's for the good. In others, it won't be so dramatic. It'll be lifting the blinders, taking the blindfold off, and realizing that you're free to act this way or act that way. It may not necessarily mean splitting up with somebody, but it's a release. In fact, that seems to be the theme of the month. Your challenge, the challenge you have a Nine of Wands, which is a card of strength, and of having the fortitude to see things through. So you take the blindfold off and think things aren't so bad, but it's going to take resilience and a bit of hanging in there, which, you know, it's all about our perspective. It's all about how we perceive things. It's a strong card of loyalty, this. It's your challenge. So the challenge is to hang in there and know your strength. It's a super card of resilience, of physical and mental strength. So I'm really sorry, it doesn't sound like the most romantic reading. You're reading for love. In some way you are breaking free of the shackles, and it's a good thing. Although I think it's more mental than anything else. And you are being challenged to hang in there and in a way wait it out. Which brings me to the last card, which is what you need to know. It's a hangman, which is all about waiting, but in a happy way. Because he's hanging upside down and he's saying, don't worry, be happy. He's like the butterfly waiting in his cocoon. But while he's upside down, he can see things from a completely different perspective. And he's happy to wait. Your challenge may be to wait, but what you need to know is that it's all going to come good. But you have to change your way of thinking, which is what I think you are doing this month. You are seeing that it's not that bad. It's seeing that you can break free. I mean, you may be breaking free from a relationship, and you may have to stand firm in your decision. And it may not be that your life is a bed of roses immediately, but if you change your perspective, you can have some fun in the interim, hanging around. Or you may already be in a relationship and have no intention of leaving, but there is something that's been at your core that you've been arguing, or that you realise it isn't as bad, or you can deal with it. You can see a different side of it. You aren't trapped, and keep going in your positive thoughts. That hang in there. I mean, this is, and you're being told to look at things from a different perspective. So I'm not telling every Leo to leave their relationship. Some of you may well do this month, or some of you may well do. Others, it may be quite the opposite, or not the opposite, but you may have had a row or been arguing for a while, or have disagreements about something. There may be a problem. It isn't such a problem. It's in your head. Hang in there, and you will be able to see things from a different perspective. This literally is saying, don't worry, be happy. It's not the most romantic reading, as I said, sorry. Mercury is still retrograde. It's going to be forward soon, but it will take a while. Just ease yourself into the new year, Leo, and things will get good, I promise. And if that doesn't really apply to you at all, because you're all happy and loved up, what's your rising sign? Because, you know, it might not in these general readings. So go check your reading for your rising sign. Okay. Happy January.